Hi, I'm Simon Rushton and this is Taxi Chronicles Podcast. On this podcast, we spontaneously interview unsuspecting passengers with their permission, allowing them to share their intimate life stories and concerns. As our slogan states, real riders, real stories. Some riders prefer to be anonymous, while others ask me to tell their story later on. Either way, there are all genuine 5 to 10 minutes stories, so sit back and enjoy this episode. Morning. Yes, we're back with another pair of riders. Lovely Sharon and Tracy we have here today. They've been talking about their experience during lockdown and how the police have been harassing them and generally just and they're not happy about it. So if you hold the phone.
Okay, yeah. So let me start you off, right? Let me start you off. This morning, right? So it was only the other week. I was cycling on my bike. You know, very eco-friendly, looking after the environment. Everything's a wonderful world. When I'm stopped by a policeman. Right? And I was like, okay, shall I keep on going? Shall I stop? I fucking stopped, idiot. Everyone else kept going. I stopped. Next minute, 50 quid please. I was like, fuck, Sharon, what you done? You done 50 quid for jumping a red light. You would have thought during COVID they'd have better priorities. You would have thought, I live in Hackney Wick, right? So I see these things going all the time, police left, right and centre. But no, they choose to choose me on my bike jumping a red light, and that's what I've got to say on it. That's the tea. That's a fucking tea.
I'll give you my tea.
What do you wish you should have done then?
Well, I wish I'd fucking rode past them. Fuck the police.
Never stop, man. Just
no.
Let them cycle after, especially if there's lots of you, they got to pick who they're going to go for.
Well, all the cyclists that I was cycling with literally just drove past the red light and I was the idiot that stopped for the fucking blue lights. It was so embarrassing as well because I was standing there. They were like, oh, put your bike against the wall, so I did. And then this mental man walked past and was like, fight for your rights. Everyone started looking at me as if I was like really, honestly, it was awful. It was awful. I digress.
Did they search you?
No, they didn't search me. They don't fucking dare search me. Are you joking?
Because normally you get searched.
What? Seriously, you get searched?
Yes, of course. They stand out. They start going through your pockets.
Oh my god!
All that, fill up all your
no, none of that.
There you go.
Oh no, I would have kicked off that. And then I got arrested. It would have been worse. But anyway.
Can I just say this is my favourite taxi journey ever?
Yeah. Are we in Camden, by the way? Where are we?
No, we're in Hackney.
Well, Hackney, nice. What is that? That looks nice.
What?
It is. We should go there.
That's a transvestite bar.
Is it?
Yeah, I picked someone up.
No, really?
Well, how do you know that? We're not into that, huh?
Okay,
We're not though, we're not.
Yeah.
Just FYI, we're not.
No.
We're really not.
Yeah.
Oh, but it looks so nice.
It's the Glory.
Yeah, it sounds like Glory Hole are we talking?
Yeah. The other one isn't, because he's in a full woman's outfit.
Really?
Yeah.
Good on him.
Yeah,
What a night out.
Okay.
Who knows that these wild things happen?
So Tracy, what's your story with the lockdown and
Yeah, go on, Trace, up you fucking
year ago, we moved house. I moved in with my dad, and then it was only the other morning, obviously being redundant, not working, and the doorbell went really early in the morning, and it was this person just at the door being like, is so in? Like, is he available? I didn't know who it was. Freaked me right out. And I was like, you've got to tell me who it is. Oh, I always blame the bin man.
I used to bin man.
I used to be a bin man. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, they're very loud in the morning. They're too loud in the morning for me.
If you don't put your rubbish out, then we won't come.
I always put my rubbish out, but my window is always being very loud. I had to clear every morning. Every morning.
Right, should we leave your rubbish?
Yeah, exactly. My dad said that. He was like, you know what? You deserve to have your rubbish left.
You know what? In the old days, you'd leave the people's rubbish for at least 2 months.
No, really?
Oh my God, these days though,
See, but you didn't know that. Fun fact.
We just do that every time. We just ignore you.
No, and I think that's fair enough. Like, bitches like me don't deserve to have our rubbish collected because I just complain.
Well, no, because the systems are different now. Before it used to be the council.
Yeah.
Now it's a private
it's not
company.
the council
So the
anymore.
private company will get fined
Oh.
if you don't pick up the rubbish.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but when it's
So
the
always
council,
pick
the
up
council
and
will-
make sure
the
your
council
rubbish is
guys will
outside.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tracy's getting carried away. She's making
That's lovely.
showbiz.
So you're telling your story, Tracy.
Yeah, go on, Trace. I'll hold it. No,
So
I'll hold it.
anyway, this guy appears at the door, and he claims that we have no recollection of us moving, and he's just trying to find my dad with a large sum of money, and then says that it's impossible to do it on a small sum. Like, you know, on a I mean like a monthly thing, thing. It's just
Did he want cash or did he want...
no, he did want. It was all like very legit, but it's just
Wait, so they wouldn't take like delayed or staggered payments?
no, they wouldn't. And actually, for me, you know, it's fine. Like we paid that, and that's fine. But actually, I would say you need to get a bit of a grip of your power.
Fucking pull your socks up.
Your grip of power when you go knocking on someone's door at that time in the morning.
Can I point out something?
Please do.
If that was me, I would have never answered the door.
No, but I didn't know who.
No, who is it? You ask who it is with the door shut.
Really?
And then when he comes, and he said he wants money, give him cash, get someone round to meet him round the corner, bash him on the head, take the money, you got your...
Right, sorry, we've got this on record. We've got this on record. Dangerous man who's driving us home.
Well, at least you get your money back. At least you get your money back.
Exactly. It
No,
was
I'm
more
too
for
young, I'm not
me.
used
It
to
was
that.
that fear of like, I just wake up and I just thought, you know, with this whole my message just being recorded, I was just really worried that something bad had happened.
That is
And
scary.
actually, it's not really the end of the world.
It's not very
Like,
nice,
if you
though.
compare, it's not very nice, and you can sort it out, but it's all sortable. It's all fixable, right?
Yeah.
Whereas I opened the door thinking, with that message, that someone had died,
No, that's horrible.
or something terrible had happened.
If I were you, I would back sell them, sue the fucking shit out their asses. If I was in America, what I would say is, excuse me, sir, don't knock on my door, don't darken my doorstep, ever. And get away, actually.
There you go.
Get away from me, get away.
So, what's your most scary experiences that you've had, ladies?
Right, I've literally sprung to mind. I've got one right to heart. Okay, so once I was at a house party at uni, weren't we all? And I was just there, I was having a fun time, you know, there were substances floating around. And I was there, I was enjoying myself, and then this fucking woman turned up. Like, there were about 100 people at this party. This woman turned up, she was in a white, like, nightie, and she started looking at us, and she was demented. In retrospect, she was probably just annoyed about music, but I was fucked. And I honestly, it was the scariest thing I've ever saw. She looked demented, her face was contorted, and...
What uni did you go to?
Southampton.
Okay.
Wouldn't recommend. And so what we did was we lifted her into the air to try and get rid of her. Lifted her
All
up.
of you?
Yeah, everyone lifted her up just to like pass her through the party, get her out. Yeah, put her on the floor. What did she do? She screams at the top of her lungs and walks right through, and everyone ran away. The party dispersed. Everything was closed, and that was it. We
So
stopped.
everybody's picked her up and
Yeah.
just like a
Yeah,
a stage
as if,
dive.
yeah, as if she stage dived, except she didn't. We were
To
like,
flunk
fucking
her
hell, Claudette. Like,
elsewhere.
no, I was like, this bitch is gonna kill me. This is the end of me. This is the end. Wasn't. She was just really, 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 really annoyed, and that's why.
Do you know where she come from?
Yeah, like next door.
Just next door. Okay.
Where did you come from? Where'd you go?
Terrible.
It was
Okay.
fucking awful. Yeah, and then I didn't sleep for like 3 days.
What about you, Chasey?
Yeah, go on, Trace.
My scariest thing.
Any holidays?
Oh,
Travelling?
Yeah, slippery slope, that one. My holidays. I don't know. I think I've had, enough close calls when you're at uni or when you're an adult. You know, it's scary enough, like growing up in London, I think.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
definitely.
When you're just you're going out, you're an adult woman, you know.
That's
kinda
scary enough,
freaky.
yeah, for sure.
Even today, actually, I'll tell you today, I was stood at Marble Arch, and this man had, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's fine. But like, he was like stumbling around, and his trousers were like around his
Oh,
ankles.
gross.
Just as it happens. But I was like, oh, well, you know, I just kind of accepted that as like a normal thing that happens. But actually, that's not a normal thing that happens, and actually, you should never really go up to someone.
So did he come up to you?
He came up to me loads, and in the end, I had to turn around and I was like, I'm sorry, can I help you? Because
I'm sorry, yeah. Can I help you?
I was like, what do you want? Like,
He bowed down his ankles, and you've turned to him and
I'm
said, "Can I help
sorry,
you?"
can I
he
help
kept
you?
falling like into me at the station.
Did,
So
yeah.
what did he say when you said?
He didn't say anything. He just went down the tube station. It fucked him off. Like, he's gone.
Well, I don't think there was a question to ask.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I help you with something? Sorry.
I don't think I sounded that sexy.
I'm flattered.
I think I sounded really like, I'm sorry, can I help? I think I sounded more like a bitch, actually.
What about you? What's your scariest?
Yeah, tell us yours.
That's a good question.
Yeah. I mean,
Do they ever flip
offense,
the
you
switch
years
on
us,
you?
so I'm expecting something good.
Yeah. I don't.
Arm is just
I
tired.
think. I don't really. The most enlightened. No, I was swimming in Kenya. I was snorkeling.
Oh, that's alright for an opening fucking sentence, isn't it?
across the reef.
Across the reef, that's like,
And as I
do.
swam across the reef, the tide was going out, so it's quite low,
Oh,
and there's
scary.
loads of bubbles, like also the break of the waves. And so
Oh,
as I
yeah.
swam through, I just came up upon a massive mantis stingray.
Like the one that killed Steve
Yeah,
Owen.
the big one
Fuck.
with the wingspan as long as the car, wide as the car, and it just looked at me. It was with a big sea turtle, massive sea turtle,
wow, that's
and some other
amazing.
fishes. But he looked at me. Oh no, that wasn't the scariest moment, as it goes. I was in Yemen, and I
Always in Yemen.
was doing some diving, just putting a snorkel on free fall. What do you call free fall diving? Going down.
Yeah, free dive.
In the harbour.
Yeah.
And as I went down, I thought, oh, it goes really deep where they dredged the bank. And as I went down, I couldn't really see anything. It was real clear blue. It was like sky blue, but it kind of
Really
it's
bad
deep.
clarity.
And then suddenly this shark just went boom straight in front of me.
Oh fuck!
I thought,
Jesus.
Oh my god!
I did a U-turn. A person. I tell you, if I was a synchronized swimmer, I'd have won in the water. I went straight up, bubbles going everywhere.
Can I just say, I think you're my favourite taxi driver
Oh
ever.
no, for sure. Actually, can you check? Is this still recording? I don't know if it is.
Yeah, it should be. No, it is.
Good.
It should be. It should be.
I love that. So your Taxi Chronicles, can you talk me a bit through that?
Oh well, Taxi Chronicles.
When did
I
you
think
start
that's
it?
sick.
It's such a great idea.
It's about 5-6 months ago.
Nice.
Probably.
I reckon you'd be number one within 3 months.
You will. You're going to have us
With guests like this.
We're going to be going on YouTube soon.
Oh, sick.
Oh my god, I love that.
Sick.
Yeah, so
That's so cool.
that would be
I tell you what, that is the way though, that is the difference between, because also the amount of shit you guys must hear from people.
Well, I mean, if you weren't chatting to us, we'd be chatting
we'd
shit
be
to
chatting
each other.
shit to us, so you might as well make
Wait, by the way,
most-
take note. Victoria Park, lovely.
Yeah, we went there last
We can
time.
go here tomorrow morning if
This
you
is
want.
where we were.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. This is why I run 5k a day now.
Dude, so do I.
How big
mental.
is this park?
Not
Do you
every
know?
day.
Well, the radius is about 5k
Oh, is it?
around the outside.
I
No,
ride
sorry, not the
fa-
radius. The perimeter. Yeah.
Oh, because
Oh,
when I
right.
came
Run it
back
every-
from the military, I ran round this. And
Sorry, was that back from military? You just dropped
Yeah.
in casually.
Yeah.
All right. Which
You're just a bit like a
which prong are we?
action man.
Which prong are we talking about?
the Marines.
Oh my fucking god!
So I ran round there, but it was so easy after. So I just finished my commando test. So it was so easy. I
She always
wondered how long it
finishes
was.
her commando test.
Huh?
No, she's being disgusting. Sorry, my friend's being vulgar. Continue, please. My friend's
That's the saying,
forgotten.
she's
She's forgotten herself. Please keep going.
Okay. So what's the most favourite? Do you ever nearly had a near miss in death?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then,
Like, yeah.
oh,
What was that? What's that?
So I was once surfing in Australia, and it was just the rip. Like the rip just got me, and I nearly fucking died. But luckily I climbed onto a rock. But I ripped my ligaments in my calf. They're still a little bit fucked. I reckon that's my nearest. Yeah, not that scary, but like it was scary at the time. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna die.
I don't think I nearly died, but I definitely fell into somewhere.
You were
where
definitely dramatic
was
enough
dead.
to convince yourself that you were.
It was my great-grandmother's funeral, right? And
you couldn't just let her have her day, could you?
I couldn't, no. No, she wasn't a nice lady, it's fine. And I wore my heels.
Christmas lights.
And as I walked across, I was meant to be passing out like flowers to throw into the grave. But because she had died quite a long time after her husband, she was being buried in amongst, being buried where he was buried.
A shared grave.
Yeah, a shared grave. But it meant that obviously there wasn't a lot of standing room for people in the area.
I can see where this is going.
As I stepped across, I slipped.
Fuck off. Did you fall in your grandma's grave?
Luckily, I
You're
grabbed
such an attention seeker.
I grabbed onto a different grave, a different headstone, and my grandmother was Irish Catholic. I am not religious at all.
Yeah, no shit.
And then so this family, half the family are wetting themselves thinking this is hilarious. The other half are like, I can't believe she's just throwing herself down. And I was like, obviously not on purpose. Like, it's a really deep drop.
Yeah, but yeah.
And my uncle had to come over, and I was just dangling by hanging on to another gravestone.
Had you been drinking?
No! I was 40. And I was dangling into the grave. Literally, I was from here, chest down. I was just dangling into my great-grandmother's grave and great-grandfather's grave instantly.
But you were saved.
Luckily my uncle came along and just swept me up under my arms. And he just picked me up and he was like, I just can't believe that happened. And I was like, I can't believe that the one member of our family who is Irish Catholic.
Oh fuck, 5 seconds.
And the rest of our family, no one is religious or Catholic. The one person is the one person I decided to fall down the grave of.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
But okay then, well thanks for that interview.
No, thank you so much.
Much appreciated, ladies.
I loved it.
I loved it. I think I'm made for radio.
I think we haven't got the faces.
We hoped you liked that episode. Keeping in mind we never know who we're going to interview. We post twice a day, 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. GMT. Have you ever considered the future economies to invest in? Why not listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories? Considering Africa has the fastest growing economies and population on Earth and has done for many years, it holds 30% of the world's known natural resources. We publish twice a week, Tuesday with a guest investor and Fridays talking about investment, politics and history, providing a clear understanding for any potential investor.